Yeah. So we said 400 cars and 1,200 people, right?
This is our 16th year doing this. AMP started this 16 years ago, just helping a small community center out in the city, Forest Manor Community Center, and we've morphed into this. We started off with about 300 kids, now we're at 1,200 kids.
A lot of people get caught up into what I call the topics, which is all the happy stuff, all the external stuff, but my life is based on joy, which is things that you can't see. So, you know, I try to teach our young black brothers and sisters that you can get the cars, you can get the jewelry, you can get the house, all that is external stuff. That's the happy stuff to make people say, oh man, look at you, but inside, you know, a lot of us are dying without even realizing what we're dying from. I've always done something for families during the holidays. A lot of it was public, and then a lot of it was private, because it's always come from my heart. Like I'm not one who go out and ask for money from corporate America or companies to underwrite what I do. I do it strictly from my heart. So a lot of what I do started years and years ago, man, when I was doing events for high school kids. And I started when I was 13. That is a fond memory of me, and I started my company in 1993. So for me, I've been doing this for years, but just here recently, this is like my 15th year publicly talking about giving back for Christmas, but at the magnitude where, you know, I started off with like a family of 20 people. Now I'm up to 1,200 kids. Today, when we, you know, serve these families, man, for this toy giveaway, it's 1,200 kids that the AMP Harris Foundation is wrapping our arms around to bless for Christmas. So this is year 15, and hopefully I can do it for 15, 20 more years, and I can pass the torch on to my nieces and nephews and those young people that are watching me, and hopefully I can inspire them to do the same thing.
I have a good one. Merry Christmas.
It's your boy Miles Simmons. I'm here with AMP Harris' sister. Tell everybody your name and what's going on today.
My name is Jewel Ward. I'm AMP Harris' sister. And what we're doing out here is giving back to the community, AMP Harris Production, where we have a whole lot of families that are in need for Christmas and give toys. And we give out tickets, pastry tickets, and it's just all about giving back.
When did you know he was capable of doing all of the great things that he's doing and becoming the man who's maximized his potential?
Wow. As a child. I seen it in him as a child.
Something powerful, you know. Us in the black community, we need this type of thing, you know. It's very important, and I just hope that more and more people can see things like this and model themselves and their actions after what's going on here. What's the importance of hope and, you know, giving people in positions that you came from and him came from? What's the importance of giving people hope?
It's when he see a smile on a child's face from giving them the gifts, you know, that's hope right there. Hope is to know hope. I went from hopeless to hopeful today. That cares,
Right.
That want to make a difference.
Right.
And that's all he want to do is make a difference.
How important is giving hope and philanthropy to the city and the people of Indianapolis?
I think it's the reason for the season, and the fact that the AMP Harris Foundation now for many, many years has had this annual toy drive. I think it's the third year in a row we've been here at the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Exactly.
You know, we can't do enough to make our kids' lives better than they would otherwise be. And AMP Harris and his foundation are making Christmas a better Christmas for kids in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And I cannot thank them enough. AMP and I have known each other for a long time. There is no one in Indianapolis who has as much passion for Indianapolis as AMP Harris. And he does not just talk the talk, he walks the walk. He goes out and raises the money and puts together these kinds of giveaways that are meaningful for the people of the city of Indianapolis. It's if we could duplicate AMP Harris 100 times over, we'd be a better city.
I know a big topic in the minority and black community is, you know, the power of our vote, especially the power of the youth vote. But also, I think that something that's very powerful is things like this, actually going out and putting it in our own hands to change, you know, some of these situations. with also voting, you know what I'm saying? But they're two kind of different things. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I think that obviously I want everybody to participate in the electoral process. But when they roll up their sleeves and come out here, particularly on a cold day, when my cheeks are now as red as Santa Claus, it's a powerful statement about people trying to help other people. And if we had more of that, not just in Indianapolis, but throughout the country, I think we'd be a lot better off. But the fact that AMP's doing it is the step in the right direction.
Appreciate that. Appreciate your time, sir.
Oh, always good to see you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Indeed.
Just talk about how you were able to be so consistent.
I mean, it's just a blessing of God, man. I'm a real faithful person, man, and I believe that the more you give, the more you get back. And so I've been giving and giving and giving my entire life, man. And so for me to be able to be in a position to still do this, and I started, man, just philanthropically like 13, 14 years old. So now I'm a grown man, but I still believe that, and I tell anybody this, the Bible says it, you know, to whom much is given, much is required. And so that's always been my mantra, and that's what I live by. So that's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me going, and being able to see my young people, my brothers and sisters, that I know every day we're in the struggle. That's my motivation to keep going. So the more I get, the more I give. And my foundation, man, you can go to ampharrisfoundation.org or on social media on every platform, Amp Harris. And it's as simple as that. My name, AMP Harris, on every social media platform.
Amp Harris, I really appreciate it, man.
Love, nephew. Yes, indeed, bro.